And still in West Africa, Liberia's presidential election, which takes place on Tuesday, sees 19 candidates vying to replace President George Weah, who is seeking a second term. If it goes to a second round of voting, three stand out as possible rivals to Weah, who in 2017 won more than 61% in the second round. Losing candidate in the final round of voting in 2017, Joseph Boakai looks to be on his last bid to the presidency at the age of 78. He has served the state for 4 decades. Now, polling stations will open from 8 to 18 GMT, and the voters will also be choosing who takes up the 73 seats in the House of Representatives and the 15 members of the Senate. And joining me to talk about these from Liberia is Joel Cholo Brooks, who is the publisher of Global News Network. Good to have you join me, Joel.
Oh, thank you for having me on the program. Thanks a million.
It's my pleasure. How would you approach analyzing the factors that have contributed to the president, of course, President George Weah's victory in 2017 election, where he secured more than 61% of the vote in the second round? How would you analyze it?
Oh, the 2017 election that brought George Weah to power was engineered by the former president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. She was very involved in that election, and then many are wondering because her vice president at the time she was president of Liberia was opting for that position. But no one knows what happened between she and the vice president, but she was very much involved in the election of George Weah. So now, through her instrumentality, her negotiation, George Weah came to power.
Right. Now, Joel, given Joseph Boakai's long history of service and also his candidacy for the presidency at the age of 78, could these factors influence his electoral prospects, and how would you assess his chances in this election?
I think Boakai as an individual, Liberia is not opting for that. But the vote, I think Liberia are trying to launch this protest vote because they're saying that the current president has failed the Liberian people. So their vote for Vice President Boakai is like a protest vote because many of them are so worried, are so concerned of the implementation of many projects by Mr. Weah. Like for instance, the rural dweller cannot be reached easily because of the bad road condition. And Mr. Weah called himself bad road medicine. So people are saying, well, if you are bad road medicine, why can't you fix the roads throughout the country? Even there was a report that during his campaign, he had a helicopter available to take him to many of the rural areas. But even though he denied it and said that he did not buy a helicopter to go to area far to reach. But then I saw him on one of the videos and walking through the desperate road, the mud road, trying to prove to the Liberian people that yes, indeed, he did not buy helicopter to go around the country. He going there by vehicle. But then the unfortunate thing that happened, they had to go through. Many of them have to go through Ivory Coast to go to some of the area in the southeast. So people are still wondering about why the president could not go directly by road when the road is very, very terrible. I mean, so these are the things. Liberians have mixed feeling, and many of those who are on the side of Boakai are saying that they are so frustrated because Mr. Weah did not really meet their demands.
Mr. Joel, in view of this election coming up very shortly, what strategies can be used to monitor and also analyze election results in real time, including tracking the outcomes of this election? For instance, that of the presidential race, the House of Representatives, and the Senate seat as well. What key metrics or indicators would you prioritize in these analysis?
I think what needs to be done is that Election Commission itself has to do a lot. As we speak, we have over dozens of ECOWAS monitors, observers on the ground. In fact, I have been called to help in making sure that most of the journalists are following in line with the observer move. But I think the government, the Liberian people are going through what NEC is saying. But one of the recent confusion that erupted is that the issue of the voter card, she would not punch. she will not bold the voter card. Normally, all of the elections, voter card were bold to show that the individual has voted. But this time is saying she will not punch or she will not bold the voter card because what? Liberians are so confused. They're wondering why she now decided not to bold the voter card. So many of the opponent of the CDC are saying probably this move is geared towards maybe bringing Mr. Weah to power because George Weah
would have to end it here. Would have to end it here, Mr. Joel Cholo Brooks, publisher, Global News Network. Thank you for your insight.